Hello everyone, my name is Akash, and through this channel I will help students around the world understand mathematics in the simplest way possible. Together we'll explore topics such as algebra, sequence and series, trigonometry, geometry, quadratic equations, and other topics that are common to ICSC, IGCSE, Cambridge, IB, and other international curriculums along with CBSE curriculum. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with sequence and series. And the very first chapter of sequence and series is arithmetic progression, which lays down the foundation of sequence and series. So we are getting started with arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression or AP. So if A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on are in AP. So if there is a sequence of terms given to us and it says that the sequence is it's an AP, the sequence forming an AP, then A2 minus A1 equals A3 minus A2 equals A4 minus A3. So what I'm trying to show with the help of these terms is that the difference of the consecutive terms will be the same. So all these differences will be the same. Let's say D, they will have a common difference. Now how do you calculate the common difference? You can perform either of these differences to find the common difference. Usually common difference is calculated by subtracting the second and the first term. So D equals A2 minus A1. So common difference D equals A2 minus A1. The difference of the second and the first term will give us the common difference. A1 denotes the first term of the AP. So the first term of the AP is A1, which is simply A. If I have to find out the second term, so as you are seen that I am making a sequence with terms like A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. So what will be the value of these terms? So like A1 is equal to A, A2 equals A plus D. A2 is the second term. A2 is the second term. Then we have A3, which is the third term given by A plus 2D. Then we have the fourth term of the sequence A4, which can be calculated as A plus 3D, giving us the fourth term. I'll just skip and come to A21, which is the 21st term of the sequence, which can be calculated as A21 equals A plus 20D. What if I want to calculate A99, which is the 99th term? It will be A plus 98D. What if I want to calculate A65, which is the 65th term, it will be a plus 64d. So here I am telling you that how we can calculate the various terms of an AP. Moreover, I would like to tell you the formula of calculating the nth term of a sequence. So the nth term, the value of nth term of a sequence, the value of nth term of an AP is given by an, and an can be calculated as a plus n minus 1 into d. Now this is a very important formula which will be used across this chapter. So an will represent the term which an will represent the value of the nth term. Now here n can be any number of term. It can be the first term, it can be the second term, it can be the third term. So n will represent the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 56, 57, 58, whatsoever. But please do remember that n is the number of term that we are or that we want to calculate. N is the number of term which is supposed to be calculated. An is the value of the nth term. The value of this very term will be an. Then I have d, which is the common difference and can be calculated as a2 minus a1. And d equals a2 minus a1, and a1 is the first term. A1 or simply a will be the first term. So if I put, so instead of n, if I put n equals 5, if I'm just giving you an example, if n equals 5, so I'm getting a5 which is equal to a plus 5 minus 1 d. So the fifth term is a plus 4d. This is what I wanted to tell you, that whichever term I'm calculating, I'm just putting the predecessor of that number along with d. Again, have a look at the sequence that I formed. a2 equals a plus d, or you can say a plus 1d. What about a3? a3 equals a plus 2d. a4 or the fourth term equals a plus 3d. Over here I have 4 in place of n, and along with d I have 3. In place of n I have 3, and along with d I have 2. a65 equals a plus 64d. a99 equals a plus 98d. That's what I am doing here. a5 equals a plus 4d. What have I done? I have just used the formula of an. And what is that formula of an? It's an equals a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So I have just substituted the value of n equals 5. So I have placed 5 over here, and 5 minus 1 gives me 4. The rest everything has remained as it is. So the value of fifth term can be calculated as a5 equals a plus 4d. Let me show you all these with the help of some example questions. So the question for us is, so we have a question, show that 8, 11, 14 . forms an AP. It also says that find the first term and the common difference. Okay, now the sequence that is given to me is, although it does not clearly say that it is an AP, I need to show it. It is simply a sequence. So they are just considering it as a sequence, and I need to show that this sequence is an AP. This sequence will be an AP if the difference of the consecutive terms will be the same. So let's make it 8, 11, 14, 17, 20 and so on. So the first term is 8, the second term A2 equals 11, the third term A3 equals 14, the fourth term A4 equals 17, the fifth term A5 equals 20. So in order to show that it is forming an AP, I will find out the difference of the consecutive terms, the successive term minus the preceding term. That's what I need to do for all of them, for all the distinct pairs. So first A2 minus A1. This will give me 11 minus 8, which is equal to 3. Now I will be calculating A3 minus A2. This will give me 14 minus 11, which is again equal to 3. Next, let's calculate A4 minus A3. This will give me 17 minus 14, which is again equal to 3. And the next one that I want to calculate is A5 minus A4, and A5 minus A4 will give me 20 minus 17, which is again equal to 3. So can you see that the difference of all the consecutive terms is 3. So the difference of all the consecutive terms is 3. So I am getting that the difference of the consecutive terms is 3. Now I will be writing that they are forming an AP. So A2 minus A1 equals A3 minus A2 equals A4 minus A3 equals A2 minus A1. So since the value of all the difference of the terms is the same, so this sequence is forming an AP. Okay, I'm sorry about the last one. This will be A5 minus A4. So since since the difference of consecutive terms is same, so it forms an AP. So it forms an AP. Now, the question asked me to find the first term. The first term of the sequence, which is A, is clearly what we have seen in the sequence. Now, from the sequence, you can clearly see the first number or the first term is here, over here is 8. So the first term of A is 8, and the second thing is common difference. The common difference is the result that I have got by subtracting the second and the first term, and the same result I have received by subtracting all the consecutive terms. So common difference B equals 3 for all the cases. So thank you.